Hello, hunters. Sin here, and today I'm going to be covering the most recent changes to the hammer in Monster Hunter Wilds. The most recent changes include two new offsets to our charged upswing and mighty charged upswing move, so we have a lot more flexibility with the type of attacks that we can use to counter monsters and the opportunities that that gives us. And the other two significant changes, we have a new follow-up to our offsets. It's called the Spin Slam. And there has also been some significant changes to the Charge Dash. So I'll be covering all four of those changes in this video.
Here. Want to tweak its behavior? That do it?
First, I'm going to take a look at the new offsets here. There's the charged upswing offset, and you can see the way that it works is you just uppercut, and when you're about to get hit, and you will get the offset. You also saw I did the follow-up spin slam move there. I'll talk a little bit about that. The follow-up spin slam, it has pretty high motion value on the finisher, so I think this is a good replacement for the Mighty Charge Slam. And I'll talk about it a little bit more in a second here. First, I'm going to take a look at the Mighty Charge Upswing offset. So you can see the Mighty Charge Upswing also has an offset, just like the Charge Upswing offset. So both of those are really cool. I haven't got an opportunity to play around with it too much, but I'm really looking forward to getting in and kind of reworking all the hunts that I've been working on and looking at the frame data and testing it out and seeing what kind of new possibilities we have with our playstyle. I think this is going to open a lot of cool sequences where we can chain our offsets now, where before our really the only good option for chaining offsets was spinning offset into overhead slams into another upswing. So this should be a really nice change for counter-based hammer play. The new offset follow-up, the spin slam, has a couple of unique things about it. It looks like it came from one of the previous iterations of the game, and there's a I want to say 4 spin for the maximum amount of spins you can do in the animation before you do the actual slam at the end. And I think it's about 1. I don't know if you can get the spin slam off earlier than getting one of the spins off. So I'll try and show it here. That's the fast. Yeah, so you're always going to have that first hit followed up by the spin slam. And then the longer version is going to look like this. 4. Like that. And again, the motion value of that final hit is I haven't looked at the data mine info yet, but it looks like it's slightly higher than the Mighty Charge Slam. So I think this is going to be DPS positive for us to use this as the follow-up always to that. The next thing I want to talk about, the final thing here, is going to be the Charge Dash. So this move right here, which I really love, got buffed. You can now charge more quickly. There we go. So you can go straight from a level 1 into a level 2 here. Before you would have to wait for the duration of the charge animation. You can see I kind of messed it up a couple times. Again, I haven't really had too much time to play around with this yet, but I'm really excited to be able to get into some hunts and start using this. So this should give us another bonus where we were kind of maybe lacking a little bit of frame time on some attacks. We would get stuck in one of our charge animations that we didn't want to after a charge dash. So that should be pretty cool for all the hammer players out there. I just want to briefly cover this so everyone can kind of see it in action. There is a couple other changes. The most noticeable one would probably be for your Big Bang combo. Previously, the hitbox was starting behind you. Now, if you try to do it, you're gonna end up whipping. So you can't do the behind the back Big Bang combo, and instead now it actually starts on top. Let's see if I can get it to hit this thing up top here. Yeah, so you can see it starts up high now instead of behind. So still be aware of when you're standing by the monster's head, if there's a wing or something like that that's close by, that you might need to adjust your positioning to the other side of the head or out in front of the mouth a little bit instead of in the spot between the head and the legs on the topples. And yeah, I think that just about covers it. I'm gonna get in and start doing my hunts now, and I hope to post something soon. So I'll see everyone later. Bye.